start up this stream. I just need to check some.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are
here we go,
fellas. Do battle with the Buffalo Bills.
How are the fellas doing?
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started, and off we go from Tampa. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state in Florida Atlantic. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th.
Buffalo.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday. Work just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Come on.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be incomplete. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
38-yard line.
His throw incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On play action, now Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Now Brady again. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Yeah.
20-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The first down screen pass, good for 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, now you get some of those big shots downfield.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Coming up on a 3rd and 4. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he'll throw right away. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. Eluding, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They do go for it. Here's Allen. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, Charles, I want to pose a question for you here. It's a tough question. It's not really something you can win, but I suppose you also can't go wrong. You know, there's so many great young quarterbacks in the league. I'll give you 2 rookies and a second-year guy, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray. If you're starting a franchise tomorrow, which one of those 3 do you think you'd take?
Oh, really? That's how you're going to go about it? Okay, I like that one. Tell you what, here's how I would answer that one, and I mean it sincerely. I would take any of the 3, but Kyler Murray gives me a few extras that I find hard to turn down with his ability to run and make big plays in the open field with his feet.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. And he's able to find Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 60 yards. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
For the extra point.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Another Buccaneers 1st down.
Brady now on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Antonio Brown, as the first half is winding down, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the two-point try will be unsuccessful.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Come on, Phil.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Allen trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Daring this, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 39 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
28, Bills 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
18-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He's got a first down past the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24 yards.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Well, Charles, a bit of a tangent here, but we just had the 4th Sunday of October passes by, and that is National Tight End Day for those who don't know. Now, this was largely created by George Kittle a couple of years ago, but it's really caught some traction around the football landscape. For his part, Kittle's team won big, but George's numbers weren't great. 5 catches, 55 yards. But in honor of the day, let's set Kittle and Kelsey and Andrews aside, Charles. I want to get your top 3 overlooked tight ends in the NFL.
Well, before I give those to you, you're exactly right. National Tight End Day, it was talked about around the league before all the games began on Sunday. But overlooked tight ends, how about Darren Waller with the Las Vegas Raiders, Jonnu Smith with the Tennessee Titans, and maybe my favorite, the former basketball player, Mo Alley Cox with the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And a quick throw here that's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Yeah, foul.
Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game,
How everybody doing today, foul?
Physically, and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Airing this one out for Evans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay.
But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Complete.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
19 yards.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for Cole Beasley.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
36 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll run here with Moss. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Jordan Whitehead on the tackle.
You don't
A pickup
want
of 2.
that.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills cut into that lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34
The
yards.
Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it? Because
and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 66 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Bills are going to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And they get the football, but not much on the return here.
Oh, that's funny, people. Rage quit. My rank back. I'm back, fellers. No.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
11, 21.
Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And some room to work. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
37-yard line.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10.
21.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Steps away. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And Wilson has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
49er.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
21. Here we go. He's checking. 12. Jump. Hey, alert.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Screen play, McKinnon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 11 more on that one, and another first down. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal.
First and goal at the 5.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. He's at the 50.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
3rd and 10.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Not too bad. Come on, QB, come on. 45.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Coming in to put a lick on him was Lavonte David.
48-yard line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That one good for 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
A gain of 12.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
21.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
12, fellas, here we go. Tight go.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On first down, McKinnon, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Lavonte David in on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And it's caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. And the kick is no good. How about that? He misses on the extra point, and the score holds at 8-6.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Sorry, man. I'm very sorry, but I can't. I don't have good enough internet to game share. Sorry. I wish I could. Yeah. Sorry, pal. Plus, man, you don't want to play this Madden game It's really not that great. I got it to play it, thought it was gonna be good, but it's really not.